Is there no audio? Okay.
Welcome, everybody, as you join us live on ABC7.com and our 24/7 streaming channels. Chris Christie up in Air 7 over a pursuit down the 5 freeway. LAPD in pursuit of an attempted murder.
Okay.
The 5 freeway a short time ago, where he's got plenty of freeway to play with here. He appears to have possibly hit a spike strip at some point during this pursuit.
His whole tire is
that
wrecked.
Evident by that right rear wheel, which is coming apart there. That rubber is pretty much that's just basically gone. Look at that. Looks like he might have hit something too. You see that rear bumper kind of flapping in the wind, losing a little bit of control here, weaving over the paint at the last second there, almost rammed into that center divider, and is continuing now southbound on the 5 freeway through Sun Valley. Again, refusing to pull over. We do not know how many people are inside this car other than the driver. The details surrounds Chris Christie up in Air 7 over a pursuit down the 5 freeway. LAPD in pursuit of an attempted murder suspect refusing to pull over, has been crisscrossing his way through the San Fernando Valley, ending up on the 5 freeway a short time
I feel like they're
ago,
ahead on the
plenty
YouTube
of
one.
freeway to play with here. He appears to have possibly hit a spike strip.
Yeah, they
at
are.
some point during this pursuit.
We got to
You can
switch
see
back.
that
Okay.
evident by that right rear wheel, which is coming apart there. That rubber.
The YouTube one's ahead.
Whether that happened tonight or previously, whether this vehicle belongs to the suspect or not, still lots of questions up in the air here. But LAPD with a
All right, the
full
prediction is up.
pursuit
Use your
package
channel
right
points.
behind him, led by that
What's up,
primary
Quindy?
unit.
This is the
About
second
4 car
murder
lengths
suspect
in the rear there. You can see the airship
of
with
the
the night
day.
sun overhead here. Coming up to Burbank Airport, passing Burbank Airport here with at least 6 units behind him.
What's up, OG? And Queso's over here, too. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that, Queso. I saw that. Is that a Kia Soul? I believe it is. What's up, Phil Sky? Kia Soul. And he's in there on his phone. He's
Suspect
texting.
is possibly armed. Continuing southbound side of the 5 freeway, passing Glen Oaks here, weaving all the way over to the right. A last-minute decision to possibly get off the freeway, all over the paint here. Using
So they've
all
got the
5
whole
lanes
freeway
of the
like
5
closed
freeway,
off. It looks like
losing
Damn.
control a little bit here.
Right,
as
they've got
he
it
appears
totally
to be very
blocked off.
distracted and is starting to experience
Yeah,
some
Bendo, I
lack of
did.
stability there, thanks to that right
I heard
rear
all the
tire,
info about
which
the
is
last
pretty much
chase.
gone. He's going to be on the rim here in short order, and it looks like he's having a real tough time struggling with that steering wheel. We do not know what the left side of this vehicle looks like.
Yeah, what's the
but
other
that
side of the
right
car
rear
look like is
tire
the question.
Is really giving him a problem. It's basically down to the rim there, and like I said, hard to say whether that left side may look similar or not, but at least one wheel is almost gone here. This Kia Soul appears to
Bond
be
Me,
on
what's up?
borrowed time as this suspect takes this to the end here. Still committed to the 5 freeway.
Any other
Again,
news
this was
stations on this?
surface streets, but ended up on the 5 freeway just in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, hold on. I think Eliana's on this. She is.
Sure, let's take a look.
We'll stay here for now.
Copy. Going to come around here in just a second, get a
No,
better
actually, I think
glimpse
it's
of the
not
driver's
Eliana.
side of this vehicle as we look directly into the windshield there. Looks
But
like
this
his
is a much
dome
better
light
view,
is
so we'll
on.
stay here. What's up, rapper?
Weaving back over to the right once again. Onto the shoulder, losing control again,
Whoa.
really having a hard time wrestling with that steering wheel. It is starting to give out on him. It looks like the left tires are relatively intact.
It looked like they're
but that
both okay.
right
It looks
rear
like he just
wheel
has one bad tire, right?
Is giving him a real problem, and I think that ultimately is going to lead.
Yeah, I
to
saw
him
that
losing
escape
control
up.
of this
Yeah,
vehicle
everybody.
in some fashion here. When that
If you were
happens,
watching the
how
chase
long it
earlier
takes for him
today,
to
the
figure
guy
out that
who
that vehicle
went over
is
and
on borrowed
hit
time. It's
the
really,
suspect
yet
and
to be
caused
seen
the
here.
crash
Again,
was an
they have a
off-duty
little bit of a traffic
narcotics
break behind him,
cop.
giving him a lot of room
So,
to play with without any,
supposedly did it on
anybody else being
purpose.
put in harm's way here, but some of those entry
Yeah,
tubes are still
supposedly.
open, so it's not a completely empty freeway. But LAPD trying to just follow him as long as they can here. CHP is also monitoring
This
this
is in
pursuit.
Tony's
No
backyard.
intention of letting this suspect go. Again, the
Yeah,
original one
I think
here
he said that,
was
or his brother
attempted
said that.
murder. So with that information, it appears that they
Did
will
the guy on the
dedicate
bike
whatever
live?
it
Yeah,
takes
as far as I
to
know.
get this person into custody, doing about 67 miles per hour here.
Is this your man? No, Pengy, not at all. I wish. If there were enough police chases, it might be, but there's not that many. His own car, assuming this is his own car. Yeah, Sean, that's a good point.
Southbound 5 freeway approaching Western now.
And what's up, Slipstream?
Suspect crossing all the way back over to the right again.
Spike
and
strip
now
and
all
5
the way
plus
back over to the
cops.
left. We'll see.
I
as
did
he
not actually
continues to
see
just
the
kind
spike
of
strip.
weave across these lanes here. Still no real intent on getting off of the freeway.
It's like he's got the dome light on. Okay, Charles, thank you. It's possible that my mic is just not loud enough. Okay. And he's keeping the blinker on, yeah. Toys R Us kid, what's up? Yo, thank you for following.
Once again, LAPD continuing this pursuit.
And yo,
down the 5
MJ, thank
freeway,
you for the
passing
100 bits.
Sonora, suspect with his left turn signal here.
Appreciate
We're
it.
going to be right at the 134.
Do I just have my
Did he take it?
alert box
He did
way
take
down
it. So he's
low?
committed to the
guess
5 freeway, passing the 134, heading into the Dodger temporary flight restriction.
Oh
LAPD
no,
still
not the
has
no
their
fly
nights on
zone.
over the suspect
The
here.
Dodgers are
Doing
playing
about
right now, right?
67
Is that game over
miles
yet?
per hour. Just hit it. Plenty of pavement here. LAPD taking this as far south as it takes to get this suspect into custody. We're going to be skirting around the Dodger Stadium TFR as that World Series game continues.
It's 13th inning now. All right.
Top of the
Thank you.
13th inning.
Plus.
Yeah. What? Wait. Something else happened. Did the TTS work? Phil Sky cheered 69. Thank you.
Right through Colorado Street. All the way back over to the left.
Henry Ling, what's up? What happened now? Treasure Train. Oh, Danger Tater. Yo, thank you. 6-7. 6-7. The Kia Rim is strong, man. These Kia Souls, people go on a lot of police chases in Kia Souls. Whoa, look at all this. What? What is this? Is this like a haunted house? What is going on here? It's like haunted house? Kiefer boy, what's up?
Looks like he's picking up a little more speed here as he continues down the 5 freeway.
Massive haunted, I guess so. That's a lot of smoke, the artificial smoke. To be covering up the whole freaking highway? That seems bad, honestly. But whatever. Is this live? Yeah, it's live. Live. There is the Dodger game going on right now. We're watching on ABC, but looks like they got it on NBC. I'm gonna check some other sites as well. Looks like they're on KTLA as well. See if anybody's got a better angle. Yeah, KTLA is a little better right now.
Who's that?
We'll switch over here.
Who was that flew through the shot?
We heard on the police scanners the dispatcher mentioning that it was an attempted 187 suspect. So at this point, we're going to go with a felony want suspect. And you can see LAPD still directly behind the car. We are getting wider from this pursuit, unfortunately, due to the fact that the Dodger game is still going, and we won't be able to fly around LA while the LA Dodgers.
What the hell, Dodgers? So, could you please just win this game in normal innings?
A wide shot here for a brief time until, depending on where he decides to drive, and then we'll intercept it. But we first heard this pursuit on the 5 freeway coming down from the 118 freeway, intercepted it around the 170 freeway. He's made his way down the 5 now.
Kiefer boy, thank you.
Up on Elysian Park, and it's a white Kia Soul. Appeared to be one person in the car, a male driver, and he was weaving through all lanes of traffic for a time. And at that point, we noticed that the right rear tire is partially.
He's going pretty quick for being out of the tire, you know, like he's moving pretty fast here.
Along the course of this pursuit. And
yeah, DJ, what's up? I can see you.
Tire. So last we saw, the tire was still basically on the wheel, but was deflated and starting to shred.
Charles, it could be.
You could lose some traction.
Can't be as bad as the last one, though.
Or even more lose even more traction, and that tire could be coming off here in a brief time.
Come on, KTLA. Get your shit together. We're going to have to switch. Wait, they're back? Okay. The NBC one looks a little bit better.
Is these LAPD officers, they started in Van Nuys. They normally work in Van Nuys. So if this suspect gets off the freeway down here, they're not going to have that intimate knowledge.
Eliana must be off tonight.
Like local units or CHP units might have. So sometimes in pursuits like this, the different jurisdictions will hand off to CHP when they end up coming down this far out of their jurisdiction. There's a great shot. You can kind of see all those LAPD units.
6 cops.
Our suspect right there.
This looks like the OJ chase for real.
Los Angeles right now.
Mr. Bonme, you still got time. You never know. And, you don't see anyone else's chat. Have you tried? So are you on a VPN or something, DJ? Sometimes weird stuff like that will happen if I'm connected to a VPN. And what's up, Roy? I was going to sit here and fix that thing tonight. Maybe Eliana's at the game. You can mark. Did I not mark the 5+? I think I did. From your new site? Wait, Charles, you have your own site?
Hey, watch the left side. There's a laser out on our left, down low, green laser. So just watch your eyes.
Dodgers just won? Is that true?
Oh, okay. Well, either way, it's definitely hitting us. Okay.
Kiefer boy may be lying to you. Hey, Chi-Chi, what's up?
All right, so we're sitting at the edge of that TFR waiting for that pursuit to come out of the temporary flight restriction around Dodger Stadium, and sure enough, that suspect is continuing south on the 5. There's some more of that erratic driving. You can see, I was talking about that a little while ago. They're not driving erratically all the time, but they are making some sudden left to right movements occasionally, going from one lane to the other across multiple lanes relatively quickly. So we're not exactly sure what's going on in that vehicle.
He's swerving around again.
No, I can't.
Let's let a welcome.
Point the camera over there, and we're streaming live right now.
Oh, no excuses. I know on iPhone you can like use your fingers to pinch and zoom in, but I don't know how you can do that otherwise. I don't think on my phone you can do that. All right.
That's I think the 60.
We made it to 15. All right, 30-minute prediction up. Do U.S. cops do box maneuver? No. Generally not. Too many guns, especially this guy's wanted for murder. They don't want to have some crossfire situation. Okay, now we got a bad look here. Is it better anywhere else?
All right, and finally they're kind of coming out of that TFR area.
Okay,
and we're
we
gonna
can
be
see
able
him
to
again.
get back right on top of this here in a moment. If you're just joining us, this is an LAPD pursuit coming out of the valley out of Van Nuys. Van Nuys LAPD initiated pursuit a little while ago, about 30 minutes ago, and the suspect was initially on the streets. Ended up getting on the 5 South and has been continuing along the 5 South through the valley, Burbank, Glendale, and Elysian Park, and now we're just kind of into the getting into East LA now.
All right, so you're saying no on this one, Mr. Bomby? Okay. No is usually a pretty safe one. DJ Kevin Collin, what's up? Yet another Kia Soul.
There's about 6 LAPD units behind this person, and we do have an air unit overhead. You can see that night sun dancing around in front of this person. It looks like they're transitioning. And it looks, let's see, where is that?
Top 3 most used car. That's a good idea. Chris Soupy, I need to be able to tell AI to look through all my videos
60 freeway. There's the LAPD
and tell me the answer.
Yeah, that's a 60 freeway. So he's transitioned off of the 5 South onto, I believe we're going to be getting onto the 60 here. You can see
DJ, are you
drivers
on
seeing all those,
web?
lights, probably hearing the sirens.
Are you on your
going over, giving
desktop or
everyone
what are you?
a
Are you
nice
using a
large-
phone?
Large berth. There we
You
go,
could probably
60
clear your
freeway.
cache if you're on a browser.
North, passing Euclid now. And this pursuit seems to
Oh,
be
on your
slowing
phone?
down a little bit. This driver
You got to force quit
not
that app, but I don't
racing
know if it's
around
worth
the
it.
freeways. There you can see we're going.
But this thing is going
with
pretty
about
slow and
50 mile an hour
predictable.
range.
Might be worth it.
So we're actually not even at freeway speeds. Luckily, there's very little traffic here. We've seen them pass very little traffic, and what traffic there is generally pulling over
2 intentional
as
walks?
they see those red and blue lights coming up behind them.
Thanks for subscribing. Save America Day. I need to get this game up.
Yeah, so right now we're on the 60 in the East LA kind of area.
Who's here? Yo, Wacko, thank you. For a second, I thought that was the raid message, but no. $5 from Wacko, thank you. Super chat. Do you have any message you want to give to the people? Bases were loaded. It worked. We're going to the 14th inning. Okay. Okay. I turned it on and I just see commercial break. Okay. KTLA is
Whatever works for you.
maybe a little bit better video.
Either him
I'm
ahead
gonna
of us or us
switch.
ahead of him. Either one.
Like it a little bit better.
Whatever's safer.
This Kia Soul, and at times it looked like he was on the cell phone. He was weaving
No,
through
DJ,
traffic
it'll stay
here
the
on
same.
freeway,
Whatever you predicted
sometimes
will
right in the
go,
shoulder, and
even if you're
we
done.
saw that the right rear
Even if
tire
you're gone.
is deflated, and there's some crash damage. It's all along the side.
What's he
of
d-
the
oh,
passenger
shit, look at
side
that.
Of that car. So he must have struck something that pierced the tire, and it is starting to come
He
off the
cannot
wheel.
keep control of this
So
thing.
he is losing traction. He's had the blinker on for, well, since about Burbank, and so he's somewhat easy to spot. up
Wacko,
here.
thank you.
It looks like there was 6 units.
Way
that
better
were
than a
directly
raid for
behind
sure.
him, and it still looks to be the case here. All LAPD, as far as we're aware, as we continue eastbound here on the 60 freeway.
Orby, bro, what's up?
Most of the time, he's been driving.
We've got to go.
Under 50 miles an hour, under 60 miles an hour, and as we push in here, we'll get a more accurate reading here.
About another 8 minutes, and then we'll hit the 30-minute. We'll see. I don't know. It seems good right now, but these things end so suddenly.
Around 60 miles an hour, so he continues to evade the LAPD.
He's going to run out of the blinker fluid for sure.
Yeah, it certainly is. Last time we saw the tire, if we get an opportunity, we'll try and get another angle of it. But it looked like the wheel was, the rubber was still on the wheel. It was completely deflated. It looked partly.
Yeah, now they're on the other side. Is
but
any
it's
of
still
these other
on
vehicles
rim
on the other
itself.
side of it?
You can see the mud flap
It looks
was
like
loose. It
ABC is kind of on the other side. Let
and
me see if I
flying
can
around
get
there,
a
and then
look.
the whole side of the car looked like it sideswiped something. So, but at times we will see him try and make a
See what the
maneuver as
tire
if
looks
maybe
like
he
on
was
that
trying
other
to get off
side.
the freeway, but even by doing that, it seems somewhat out of control. And then he's able
Oh,
to
it's like
maintain
gone
control
now,
and make his way
practically.
back
Oh, hold
over
on, I'll show
towards
you.
the left side of the freeway here.
If you look
Again, we
here,
are eastbound.
you can
I know
kind
we
of see
can
that
stay
it doesn't
westbound,
look
but
like
it's
the same as
right
it
so
did.
close to the center divider.
Or maybe it does. Put the light on there.
As we continue on here. As a matter of fact, let me take that
It's
down
like it's
for a moment
more
here.
gone
Keep
than it
the
was
speedometer,
before.
so we don't confuse anybody.
Maybe
but
not
he is
completely
eastbound
gone,
on the
though.
60 freeway as we make our way into Montebello.
It's like there's still something there. Or maybe it's just really low bit rate or something. I can't tell. I can't tell if he's completely lost 100% of the tire or not. It's hard to tell, but anyway. Kind of looks like it. What do you guys think? EK, welcome. You haven't missed a lot. Oh, I know. Yeah, I've seen it, Enigma. I know. I like how he's got the dome light on. Like, why? Why? I guess I'll stick over here. It looks a little better.
We just don't know at this point, but they're not going to take any chances.
Continuing down the
when it
60,
comes to
slowing
this
down
person
maybe
not
a little
knowing.
bit. We'll go ahead and throw up our real-time speed tracker. You can see he's now doing about 40 miles per hour, so he's dramatically dropped down in speed quite a bit. There does appear to be a cell phone in his hand. You can kind of catch the glimmer from a certain angle. It's hard to say whether he's on it or just holding on to it or what he's doing with it, but in any event, he does have a
Nice,
cell phone.
DJ. All
And
right.
he is cruising eastbound on the
Good to
60
hear.
freeway at about 40 to 50 miles per hour now, past Montebello. Coming up on Paramount Boulevard, LAPD with 6 units behind him.
Yeah, he's got that light on. What is he doing? He's on the
Over
phone,
again,
obviously.
Over to the
but-
right, passing an exit there. That's Paramount, passing Paramount Boulevard. Again, he's had plenty of opportunities to get off the freeway, but he has really shown a willingness to just stay on the freeway now for a bulk of this pursuit, or at least as long as we've been over it. It all started in the San Fernando Valley, and we are now firmly in the San Gabriel Valley, covering a lot of real estate here as he continues eastbound on the 60 freeway. Coming up next exit's going to be San Gabriel Boulevard. Nope.
Yeah, if you can see us, please
Sounds good.
wave. He's busy for sure. He's busy maybe reading book, I don't know, calling someone, texting someone. Big Merle, what's up? Good to see you. Are you still here? Yeah. He turned the light off? Okay. Incognito, yeah. He's trying to light something with a lighter. He blacked out. No headlight, no dome light. He's like, they can't see me anymore. He's conserving energy, maybe. He's just shy. Subby, welcome. I don't know why it's like randomly these guys are just going to stop talking. So may have to go back to a different station here in a second just to get some audio.
Within the next few minutes.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Swerving back over. The vehicle wants to drive left.
Oh,
There he is.
oh.
There he is, bouncing off the center divider. And he is either, I don't know what's going on. He is not showing any signs of trying to steer this vehicle anymore.
Was he
It's
even
almost
paying
driving itself, it
attention?
looked like, for a second
That
there.
probably
He's now
woke his
blacked out
ass
the
up.
vehicle. And he's having a real hard time keeping it straight, but he just kind of bounced right off the center divider like a gutter ball.
It
And
was
then
like
back
that
over to
too.
the
It was
right,
like a
and now
bowling
he's
ball,
kind of
dude.
back in the middle of the freeway here, like he took his eye off the road or his hands off the wheel, and once again, the vehicle wanting to drive left when he is trying to struggle with it. Again, there is no tire on that right rear side. So he's on 3 decent tires, but one is completely gone, and now he is completely blacked out the vehicle. Eastbound 60, approaching Peck Road now.
Right. I mean, it does seem like maybe he was smoking something.
Getting over to the right again.
We're about to hit 30 minutes.
And here come the headlights. Headlights are now back on. Getting closer to the 605 here. We'll see if he commits to the 60.
Turn the
or
lights back on.
thinks
He
about, getting off
turn
at
the lights off. He
605.
got in a wreck. Okay. We're going to go with another 15 minutes. No one will see me hit the pipe if I just turn my lights off. That's genius. Still 5 of 5 going to the bottom of the 14th
And he's staying
inning.
on the 60.
Okay. That inning went pretty quick, that half of an inning. Freeway's empty. Scentless, welcome. Yeah. This shit's been going on forever. Yo, Hunter, welcome. The highway was blocked off. So at first I thought it was, but then they've had just cops because he's switched, he's transitioned from one highway to another, and it doesn't seem like, it just seems like he's dead.
Illumination here as he is really driving in the dark blind, especially as he struggles with this vehicle. It certainly appears to me that this is likely going to
space
end in
dive.
some
Here we are.
kind of a crash with the way he is having trouble with this vehicle and just kind of showing some lack of endurance here as that vehicle wants to steer in the opposite direction.
A lack of
He's still
endurance?
doing about 60 miles per hour, but LAPD is ready for this to come to an end whenever he decides to either give up or spin out.
Whoa,
or
don't hit that
potentially,
guy.
Crash into something. We don't want to see that, but certainly by my eyes.
Which
it
ends
appears
first,
that may
this
very
or the
well be in
baseball
this
game?
guy's
That's a good
future.
one.
Whether it's an inanimate object or something worse, he is continuing to have a hard time staying in one lane.
Last 7 innings, no runs. How many pitchers has each team had? He's got his lights out again. Blacked out again. Kia? Yeah, it's a Kia Soul, Thomas. Sven, welcome. Are all chases just big ads? Maybe. I mean, this car, there's a Kia Soul. Kia puts a lot of money into these chase ads because there's a lot of Kia Soul
Once again,
chases.
we're looking at the driver's side of the vehicle as he continues to travel eastbound on the 60 freeway, refusing to pull over again. This is a wanted murder suspect, allegedly, behind the wheel of this Kia Soul that's already experienced some degree of damage, has potentially already struck a spike strip. All indications are that that right rear tire has struck a spike strip in the San Fernando Valley earlier on in this pursuit. Now
Oh
it
man,
looks
he's
like
swerving
once
around again.
getting all
He's
the way
slowing
back over
down
to
a
the right,
lot
playing
now.
with that shoulder, turning around.
Whoa,
Turning around on the
what?
freeway, clearly steering the vehicle in the opposite direction, doing a U-turn, going the wrong way on the 60 freeway.
Questionable choice?
Now
I
going
don't know.
westbound on the eastbound side of the freeway. This suspect is out of control, putting many lives
No
in danger.
way.
Now again, doing another U-turn, deciding to go back
Now
on the
he's
correct
playing,
side
dude.
of
What
the
are you
freeway
doing?
here. CHP and LAPD
You gotta be
both behind
kidding
him
me.
now as they try and tame this suspect and prevent any innocent motorists from getting in trouble here.
He turned
or
around
getting
and he was
hurt
like, wait,
by
wait,
this
this
suspect
was
who
not a good
clearly
idea.
has no regard for anybody's safety. Definitely no regard.
He was
for
like,
those law
wait, sorry
enforcement
about that.
officers
Nah, that was
or
not a
even
great
his
idea.
own safety. By all accounts, this suspect does not care.
Yeah, never
What
mind.
happens to him tonight? He is just desperate to get away and escape whatever problems he's dealing with. But he is just
Lump,
turned
that
his
was
light back
almost like
on.
the Euro time. Should we
LAPD
count
and
that? I think it
CHP
was.
Trying to now tame the suspect and keep him going this direction, but they had to create a traffic break there, and thankfully, looks like they actually had a little bit of a traffic break established.
Henry, they
They were
probably
almost
won't do a
prepared
pit
for him to
move
make
on
that
this guy because
U-turn
they think he's
as he really
armed.
pulled a sudden wild
and
move
they think that
there
he's
and decided
he
better of it and
potentially
turned around and is now going the
murdered
correct way
someone.
on the 60 on the eastbound
So
side of the 60 freeway. But that was scary
they
for a minute there.
are a
Always
little
very
hesitant
difficult
to force
see
an end
somebody
of the
going
chase
wrong
like
way,
that.
But on the freeway especially, those could end in disaster.
That was kind of hilarious, though. He had to wake us up there. You know. Everybody watching who is dozing off, now you're
Copy
up.
that. Eastbound 60, passing Hacienda Boulevard, approaching Roland Heights.
Whoa. Clip that and put the Mexican song on it? Okay.
Veering over to the right again. He does have an opportunity here to get off, but I don't think he'll take it.
What is he doing now?
A little better shot of the driver now through that driver's window, which is rolled down. Once
I saw
again,
that,
the
Merle.
vehicle wants to steer to the right. He's struggling to keep it left. Veering all the way over to the shoulder, now back all the way over to the other shoulder almost.
Yo, I didn't change the title,
Still
and it
holding
just
steady at
happened to
60 miles
be...
per hour
Yo,
as
that's
he struggles
hilarious.
to maintain
I did
control
not
of the
change the
vehicle.
title
LAPD
from
behind
earlier
him
today,
with a
and it
little
just
bit of
happens
help,
to be the
little bit of
same
backup from CHP.
thing. I guess this guy's attempted murder, so... Alright. Not exactly, but... Whatever. Close enough. Yeah, yin yang, I know. Welcome, though. Today's Murder Monday. That's right. That's right. Yeah, consistent content. I'll take it. Okay.
But we have yet to hear that. CHP or any of the local agencies, if they decide to intervene, they could, get ahead of this.
None of these news stations have like the news anchors and people because it must be after news time. Whatever. It's usually they have the news anchors when it's during the news.
And setting up like you would generally see from the CHP, which is
Once
covering
again,
all
this
of Central
murder
Freeway.
suspect refusing to pull over, continuing to lead LAPD on a very, very
Possible
weird
murder
chase.
suspect.
Eastbound side of the 60 freeway, passing Fullerton Road now, slowing down a lot, doing about 30
Thanks, Danger
miles
Tater.
per hour.
Yeah, if
Getting
you're
back
sub, you
over
can
to the
post
left
links.
shoulder, might tap that wall one more time. He's really coming close.
How is he not
to that
wrecked?
center
Well, he
divider,
kind of
sometimes within
has,
inches,
but
as the
he's
vehicle
okay.
is struggling,
I guess.
to
He hit
go
the
in
wall that
direction
one
he wants
time.
to
Looked
go
like he
in.
just
Here you
did
see
there.
Some people actually hearing the lights and sirens and pulling over. Very light traffic on the freeway.
And yeah, also, this could go on forever. Like, so I've seen guys drive with 0 tires for a long time. Why is there no traffic? Leroy, there has been some, but it just seems like this whole highway is pretty much dead right now.
Copy that.
And yeah, the back passenger tire has no rubber. This is going into a super residential county. That's probably why. It is 10:30 at night, and the Dodgers are playing in the World Series right now. People are at home watching the game. The cops are doing a traffic break behind him right now, for sure. But if there were people up in front of him, they would be there, I believe. Because we've seen him go by people up in front of him. But maybe they do have it blocked up ahead, too. I'm not sure.
Here we go.
Okay. Swerving around again. See, there's a car, but when there's this many cop cars coming behind you, everyone's just kind of getting out of the way. Whoa, 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 hey.
Live breaking news. We are beginning with breaking
Okay,
news
now we have the news
LAPD
people.
in pursuit of what they're describing as a murder suspect. Let's head straight to Chris Christie in Air 7 overhead. Chris, where are we?
That's right, Mark. We are in the San Gabriel Valley, continuing eastbound side of the 60 freeway. This is a pursuit that started in the San Fernando Valley, on the streets of the San Fernando Valley, ending up on the 5 freeway. He took the 5 freeway all the way down past the 134, right past the World Series game, and then into the East LA interchange, where he has now ended up on the 60 freeway, taking us all the way out here, where he is refusing to pull over and is all over the roadway. At some point during this pursuit, Mark, earlier on, he appears to have struck a spike strip that knocked out his
Whoa,
right rear
okay.
tire.
Now
That
what?
tire is gone. He's on just
This
the
is
rim
it.
on that right rear.
No?
Now coming up on the gore point here.
Okay.
And this is what we've been seeing. He's
No,
having
he's
a
got his
hard
hands
time
out.
controlling the vehicle because of that missing right rear tire. He's only got 3 good ones, and it looks like there's some heavier
Whoa,
damage
now
on the
what?
passenger side, which may
Yo,
indicate
you think he
that
was
he's
watching
already
the game
struck
on his
something either
phone?
earlier on in this pursuit or at some other point. Again, we do not know what the circumstances
Are you a
or
Blue Jays
details
fan?
are
No.
surrounding the original crime here. Originally, we heard attempted suspect, attempted murder suspect, and then we heard actual homicide suspect. Again, in any event, it appears to be an armed and dangerous person behind the wheel of this vehicle, desperate to escape his problems here. At one point, just a few
Can we get
moments
this
ago, he
outta
actually
here?
turned around on the freeway and was going the wrong way on the freeway for
Why
a
am
short
I
time,
getting
then
this
turned around
down
again.
here?
That's also
Can I get this
what he was
outta
doing
here?
on surface streets, going the wrong way.
No, get out, get out. Go, cool.
Now on the 60 freeway,
There.
we're seeing some
No,
of that
go
erratic
away. There we go.
behavior and also a real tendency to try and fight with that steering wheel as it wants to go left. He's already tapped that center divider.
Dodgers
once
win
or
and he pulls
twice,
over, right?
And, whenever he
Hold
takes
on, now
his
that, if
hands
they're
off
gonna
the
show
wheel
replays, I
or
gotta
his
switch.
eyes
But
off the
okay, we're
road,
fine.
that vehicle just starts to drive itself.
This
Mark.
one has
So
the best
really
view of him.
a tough situation here for LAPD.
They're gonna keep
At
showing
one point,
replays
they were
now.
face to face with
So
the
I may
suspect
actually
in a
switch
near
us,
head-on
but this is
collision
the best
as he
view
was,
right now. So
veering right in their direction with oncoming traffic.
it's a
right
bit
in front of him.
frustrating though. If they're
Really
gonna show
scary
replays.
moments, and there has been indication, like I said, he has discussed, or there's some intelligence that leads them to believe that he may be suicidal. So we will see here. We just don't know what his frame of mind is, but a desperate man on the run here tonight, Mark.
And a murder suspect, which means they're not going to do they're not going to back off. They are not going to, do the kind of safety procedures that they would do if a pursuit was going too fast, where they back off, maybe allow the person to get away if the crime or the original offense is of a small matter. This is the weightiest of all matters, really, a murder
The
suspect
weightiest of all.
that has been in pursuit here for quite a while now, and still showing no signs of pulling over. The behavior, as you have mentioned, has been erratic. And
We are
even
just
to
about
the
at the
point of driving
45-minute
in the
mark.
opposite
Maybe he's
direction
streaming,
on the
maybe he's
freeway,
Spice
which
Girl.
really seemed, you could see the officers behind him. They had to stop.
And
There was
Maxwell, what's
nothing-
up?
I doubt if you're going to see CHP or law enforcement pursuing somebody going the wrong way on a freeway. That is might be too
Damn
dangerous
it.
even for them.
Okay.
There's video on the right. That's what you're going
I
to see.
wanna get
there.
us
We've shown
off
it
of this
once,
one.
there.
I'm
He,
not about
was on
this
the
replay
eastbound
shit.
60.
Who's got the
started
best
heading
video
west
aside from
on the
them? We'll go back to
eastbound
NBC.
lanes, heading directly into oncoming traffic for a few seconds.
And absolutely no audio. There's nobody talking here. But they're just going to keep showing replays over there, and I don't care about what happened earlier. I saw it. I remember.
All right, now it looks like we got some nice open freeway Not
For every 5
there's
gifted, I
a
swear
handful of
exactly.
Cars, light traffic ahead. Really nothing, not too bad, but still dangerous.
Orby, I'm not sure. I always
You know,
wonder what it
this
sounds like
suspect
on the
turned their
ground,
lights
you know.
off multiple times,
It
which
go
is
beyond
dangerous.
45,
You're
it
not gonna see
did.
that vehicle coming up behind you. They're just all of a sudden going to be there. The erratic driving on this person's part, the lane changes, the clipping the center divider, clipping the curbs. It's just, it's a little bit wild. It's a little bit unpredictable. There you go. You can see again. Look, you're getting real close to those barriers. Not sure if that person is doing something else in the vehicle, if they're on the phone, if they're, you know, they could be having a medical emergency, a mental health emergency.
They're
There's lot
having
of
a
things that could
medical
be going on,
emergency.
that could be the reason this person, you know, is in this pursuit and is driving erratically. Perhaps they're not paying attention to their driving.
Yeah, very
you know, they're
possible,
looking at their
but I
phone, or
mean,
they're talking on the phone, or there you see. That's just, oh man, it's so scary to watch that. You know, we don't want anybody to get hurt. We don't want the suspect to be hurt, you know, in an accident that they caused. We don't want officers or civilians to get hurt in these things either. But this, it looks like that's a possibility here with so much erratic driving going on here. Thankfully, the speeds are not high, but it doesn't take a lot of speed to really get injured. And we've seen this person just carelessly driving all over the road, hitting the center divider, hitting the curb, driving the wrong way on the freeway. It's just been a wild one so far.
how long can he go this direction before the news station will give up? Anybody from that area know? Is there like some point where he could drive that they would stop? It's really like getting far away from where they're. I guess we're not that far away from where they fly from.
That mountain's getting in our way a little bit, but just bear with us and we'll get through this.
Saucy Bets, I don't know, man. There's been some cars, but he's way out there now. If he keeps going this way, he's going to hit a traffic jam in 20 minutes? Why 20 minutes?
Can you get closer to it, Jim?
Okay, I think I got to go
There
back.
we
Or
are.
no, here we
All
go.
right. Okay, looks like we might
They're
be,
getting really close to him now.
Getting ready for a pit maneuver.
No way.
That also might be CHP. I think CHP is taking over this pursuit.
They are not going to pit move him.
So we just watched a bit of a shift change as those LAPD units drop back and the CHP
I don't
takes
see
over.
that
So I was
happening.
talking about this earlier. When pursuits get onto the freeways, those LAPD officers...
I want
to
to switch this back to ABC real quick, but man, if they start showing replays, I might have to quit. But their video is just so much better.
A lot of the times when a
So
pursuit
we'll
gets
go
onto
with
the
this.
freeway like this, CHP will take
We
over
may have to risk
that
this
pursuit
stupid
because they're a lot more familiar.
potential replays of the same
In hot
shit over
pursuit,
and over.
LAPD appears to have backed off.
Okay, so LAPD at this point taking a back seat to the CHP.
They were not going to pit
It
move
is
him.
the
It's just
typical sort of thing that
you
would
know.
happen no matter what the charge is that the CHP,
Did
once they're on the
the-
freeway, would take
all right.
over a pursuit.
You guys got
That
your
is kind
points
of
on the
the
prediction
standard
of
sort
75%
operating
yes
procedure.
on
There are
this one.
exceptions, of
Okay.
course, but typically that is what happens because it's
13
their,
people
it's
on
their
yes.
jurisdiction, their bailiwick. They know
Yo,
exactly
Rinson,
where,
welcome.
where all the,
And I
the
switch
turns
here
are, where all the
and-
choke points
Okay.
are. They know what's ahead. They know how to deal
there-
with
are
the
they having
suspect
connection
in
issues
this
'cause we're
sort
so
of a
far
setting.
away?
So CHP being
that what
the
it
lead
is?
agency really kind of fits the location where this is happening.
They're
of
doing
course,
much
on
better
the
on the
60
other station,
freeway
so.
heading eastbound. But again, it's a murder suspect. Originally coming to us as an attempt murder suspect. We don't know the circumstances of the crime, whether the crime was committed immediately before this pursuit, whether this is somebody that detectives have been looking at and trying to build a case on and have decided to make an arrest. We don't know any of that sort of information
This
yet.
station
We're
says
trying to find
attempted
that
murder
out.
suspect
And,
now.
for the officers
Earlier we
involved
had
here,
murder
this
suspect. Now it's
is
attempted
for them
murder,
a
alleged
tactical
murder,
matter,
everything.
Something
Every
having
news
to do
station
with
got a
what to
different
do
story. Who
with,
knows?
this suspect.
This news
once
station has
this thing
changed their
comes to
story
an end,
multiple
because
times.
either it's going to run out of gas, or he's going to crash, or he's going to give up. Those
Out
are
of
basically
gas.
kind of the three options that can happen here. In
He's
this
heading to
scenario that we're looking
Ontario.
at. Very, very doubtful he's going to be able to get away.
Heard Canada,
The
there you
speeds
go.
are very low. The car is very difficult to control.
I had someone
and
comment
there
that on
are
one of my
no
YouTube
places, frankly,
videos
where he can duck and
recently.
hide, at least that he has chosen.
They're like,
as
wait,
far as doing
Ontario?
sort
Was he
of a
going
foot
to
bail.
Canada?
He has,
I was
has
like,
he
no, there
always
is
been
an
on
Ontario
freeways,
in
Chris?
Southern California. The guy was like,
It
I'm from
started on
Toronto.
surface streets. At one point, he was going high speed down Roscoe Boulevard, and then slower speeds as he made his way closer to the 405-5 split. Ended up on the 5 freeway.
Left you
through
again. Thank you,
Burbank
Big Mo.
And into East LA.
I'll
but
check it
ever
out.
since then, he's been on the freeway and appears to be much more comfortable on the freeway. And by the way he's been driving, we can be only so thankful that it has been on the freeway for most of this pursuit. And law enforcement,
He's
I
going
guarantee
pretty
you,
slow,
is saying
man.
the exact same thing with somebody this desperate
Saucy
behind
Bet.
the
So
wheel
the back
and this
passenger,
dangerous.
the rear
It's a
passenger
much
tire
safer
on the
endeavor
Kia Soul
to chase
is
this guy
gone.
on the freeway, regardless of anything else, because he is
The
just
tire's
he's
gone. And
posing
the
a real
wheel is
danger
there,
once he
whatever.
starts
He's
intermingling
running
with
on the
other
rim,
motorists and any
basically.
kind
It
of
looks like
traffic
this
on the
one's
freeway
flat,
even
too.
would be a real problem. For them.
Right?
Fortunately, it's been relatively
Doesn't
light
the
all
front
night.
one look
They had
flat?
the luxury of having enough resources to create
On
these
the
traffic
driver's
breaks
side?
to prevent too much traffic from getting in front of him, and that is why the freeway
I feel like
is
he's going
such
to
a
hit this
safe
thing
place.
again.
If he hits something, it's going to be that center divider or something like that, as opposed to ramming into other vehicles. Certainly that remains a possibility at any given point, but right now he is going very moderate speeds here, hovering between 40 and 50 miles per hour.
If the Dodger game had ended, would there be a traffic here? I mean, I realized the game would have ended like an hour ago if it ended on time.
And sometimes he even slows down unpredictably. Even on the freeway, at some point he was down to 35 miles per hour. So he's back in the shoulder here. Again, weaving all across these lanes. There's no rhyme or reason as to which lane he picks. He's just
talking
trying
on
to
speakerphone,
fight
it
that
looks
steering
like.
wheel. Every time he gets close to an exit, though, he does bypass the exit. So to answer your question, he seems to be staying away from the streets, feels more comfortable on the freeway, and has been committed to the 60 freeway now for
He
quite
needs to
some
just
time
like
as we
start
make our
over,
way
like
through
get
Ontario
away
here
from
at
the
about 40
barricade, dude.
miles
Just get
per
away.
hour. This vehicle
Just go over on the
capable
other side and then
of
slowly
faster
let it
speed,
drift
but
over
not
there.
necessarily without that tire in the back. That tire
Yeah, maybe
is
Charles
slowing
said that
him down.
earlier.
He's got
Maybe he's on
nothing
Facebook
but
Live.
a rim on the right rear. This side of the vehicle appears to be
He was flipping
intact,
off the
but
camera. He's flipping
that
us
right
off.
side, the passenger side, has been through some stuff
Just as
tonight,
in, they
whether
did.
It's, the spike
But I
strip
mean, they
or
could
the
try again, but
actual,
they did.
The actual door, the passenger door, appears to have sideswiped something. Not sure if he struck another
Oh, yeah,
motorist
that
or a
one's
wall
dead.
or whatever. And now it looks like that front left
That
wheel
one's gonna go.
might be a little wobbly as well.
Yeah, the left
No,
front
we all
tire,
missed
I'm
it.
seeing
It was
along
before
with
the
you,
chase.
That left front
Or
tire
before the
looks
news
like
got
it's
there.
about to go. Looks like some smoke coming off of that. We do have some video. We're efforting that now, trying to get that on the air. Here it is.
No way.
Video of where this pursuit began. Officers had cornered this guy, and then he took off.
What?
You saw an officer there with their gun
You
pointed, their
rarely
weapon
see
pointed
anything like
at
this.
the
Okay.
vehicle as it drove by. That essentially is the beginning of the pursuit. We're going to try and find out where exactly this
Okay.
was, and if we can get more information about where this was and what the circumstances
Okay,
were. But again,
they
this
just got
is
a bunch of video from
just
the ground?
at the start of the pursuit.
Okay, let's go
in the
back to
San
this.
Fernando
Please stop
Valley
showing this.
When the
I-
suspect
it's
was
okay, but
cornered
I don't need to see
and
this right
then,
now.
Somehow
Go back to the
managed
chase.
get away. There weren't enough officers there.
It's
He
not
was in a
looking good. I know. I
parking
feel
lot,
like
as
this
you
is
can
gonna
see,
end. Okay, here
of
we
a shopping center there, and then took off. Now the live picture again, the main picture you're looking at, and definitely some damage now to the left front tire. That would leave essentially 3 tires either damaged or gone. Would that be correct, Chris?
Yeah, I feel like
Well,
you're right about
definitely
that, Charles.
the right
but
rear and now the front
for our
left, which means,
prediction, it would need to
how-
last
how
for
the other
another
two were
6
spared. I mean,
minutes,
they
so
appear to
that's
have been
very
driving
possible.
fairly nominally for a bulk of this pursuit,
He got
but
spiked
now
like
out
a
of
long
nowhere,
time ago.
we're
I've been
seeing
watching this
that
chase
front
for
left
almost an
tire
hour,
not
so he
only
got spiked
flat,
for
but even a little
in
bit of
over
smoke
an hour ago.
coming
He's
from
been
the
driving
brakes
on
there,
spiked
and,
tires.
he is definitely struggling
One tire's
with the vehicle.
gone.
It looks like he's got enough
Looks
rubber
like he's about
to
to
keep this
lose a
going on
second
the other wheels, but I think it's fair to say this vehicle is on borrowed time no matter how you slice it. I just wonder how that front left tire
We should bet which ends.
either
Yeah,
took so long
if I could run
to
2
become
predictions,
flat, if
would.
it did indeed hit a spike strip, or somehow maybe he struck something else. He was driving on the shoulder you know, you could easily hit a nail or glass or anything on a dirty shoulder. So
Mark it. I guess
you know,
I could.
anybody's
They
guess,
did
really,
at
but
some
you can
point.
see he's only doing about 45 miles per hour now, so it'll give him about that much. But any faster,
Now if we get
and you
a
can
wait, if
see
we get a
he
foot
starts
chase, there's a
weaving across
bingo.
the paint. He's fidgeting with the cell phone. He's got
Okay,
the
I
right
just think
hand
that
on the steering wheel here.
the Euro time and the spike strip are both
now
a
trying to
little
pick up a little bit
questionable.
of speed here as California Highway Patrol closes in,
Oh,
applies
well,
a little more
we'll
pressure
see.
here. In fact, Tyler,
If there's a
which
foot
airship
chase,
is
we're getting
overhead?
a
Is
bit.
that still LAPD's airship, Mark, is still right overhead. In fact, there's the night sun. There we see it right there as they aim it squarely at this driver.
Can we not
so
show
LAPD's
this? Okay.
airship monitoring this and helping out.
Euro time was
CHP
legit. Okay,
down
it was
below,
legit.
as you mentioned, LAPD taking a back seat, heading back to their jurisdiction.
Okay, I
letting
agree.
CHP do the work here.
We did
of
not
getting
see
this
the
guy
spike
in
strip, but we
custody and
know there
eventually
was a
back
spike
to
strip.
the original
Right?
jurisdiction wherever these crimes were committed, presumably in the city of LA, but really we don't know that for sure, especially as far as
He was
as he's
driving
taking
into
us this
oncoming
far
traffic,
out.
so.
Who knows where he's from, where he resides, and where these crimes were committed.
Yeah, you know, and something that strikes me, and I may be incorrect here, but does it appear to you that look at the level of illumination on the inside
He's
of
got the dome light
the
on,
driver's
dude.
side of the car? Does it look like he's got the dome light on in there? And what would that tell you? Does he want to be seen,
He
or is this
does.
just the natural illumination of the vehicle?
Nah, he's on the phone.
It looks to me, and we were talking about this earlier, it looks like the dome light is on, whether he's using it for any purpose or whether that's
Yeah, I don't
he
know what
just
the
left
point
it
of
on.
it
Like I
is,
said,
but-
we've seen a lot of erratic behavior. Sometimes
dome
the
light
headlights are off,
conspiracy.
sometimes they're back on. Sometimes he signals in the middle of the freeway for no reason whatsoever, and
Tosk,
for
what's
whatever
up?
reason,
And there
it
goes the
almost
dome
looks like he just turned it off.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
He
had
just
that
turned
dome
it off.
light
Oh
on
my God, he
almost
turned it
the
off.
entire time and just turned it off. Almost, Mark, makes me wonder if he is streaming this pursuit.
It is entirely
It does.
possible,
It does
know,
make you
in
wonder if
these
he's
days
streaming
of,
the pursuit.
Smartphones, of
Hey,
course, it is
hey,
entirely possible.
I've
in
known
fact,
of
likely
several suspects.
that
Hit the like
suspects
button
are
on YouTube,
streaming,
by the way.
these things
But
as
I've heard
they
of many
are the
suspects
object of a
streaming
pursuit.
cases.
That is
However,
something that's
I've never
crossed
been
my
able to
mind
watch it
numerous
while it's
times,
happening.
Whether
So
we are feeding
it
them
would be
some,
great
perhaps
if
some
we somehow could
information
find
that
out
they should not
where
have,
this guy's
or
streaming.
alerting them to things up ahead that they should not know. So that's
Can you
why we're going
guys-
to try to keep that sort of information off the air.
Hit the like. Yeah, hit
This
like.
is something. Oh, there goes the tire.
that front
Okay,
left
there goes the
tire.
tire.
Yep. There
Okay.
she goes. Now he's
Of
on
course, it
a
happens
front
while
right
they're
tire
doing a
and
replay,
rear
but that's on our
left
bingo card
tire.
as well.
And of course, we're always delicate with what we do convey over the air, and for that specific reason, as you mentioned, Mark, because you just never know, and sometimes it's more obvious than others.
There was
This
a spike
almost
strip?
is almost a clear sign to me that he may be listening to us on that cell phone in his hand. Didn't appear to me like he was communicating with anybody. He was just holding it in his hand. So certainly a good possibility he is streaming. And if you are streaming, go ahead and pull over, because this is not going to end well. With that said,
As in
CHP still
streaming,
right
they
on
mean
his
that
tail
he's
as he gets all the
watching
way
them
over
right
to the
now, or
left
they mean that
lane.
he's streaming like
Still
in
doing
the
about
way that I'm
45
streaming?
miles per hour. It's not going to really give
I
him
assume
much
they
more
actually
than
mean that
especially
he's
this vehicle.
watching their
but he's
channel.
really, really close to that.
Yeah. Streaming like, I don't think that's what he means.
This is what he does. He
But-
weaves all the way back over and starts to get distracted, and he's just been, all over the place with this thing. But they have that.
Yeah, there's
traffic
definitely
backed
some
off,
that
so
do that.
He's
Yeah,
got the
yeah, yeah.
entire
I think
freeway
what
to
they are
himself
saying
now
right now is when
as
they
he
say
continues
streaming, I
down
think
the
they mean
60
that he's
freeway.
watching.
And there's the good shot
And
of
that's
the
why
right
he
rear
said,
tire.
if you're streaming,
completely
pull
gone.
over, because I think he's saying
and
if you
the
can hear me.
damage
right
associated.
now.
Look at that. It looks like, looks like. It
What the hell is San
definitely
Pedro?
looks like
It's
sideswiped something.
a area
So the
and a
right
street
rear
in LA, so
and
it's
the left
location-based.
front tires are no more, and so he's got rims in both of those, and so the question is whether he can control it, and how well or can he control this vehicle, and how much longer does he think this is going to go? Because it's pretty clear that the car's not going to let you
He's
get
been
much
on
faster
one
than
rim
you're
for a
going.
long time.
Eventually, you're going to run out of gas, and that'll be that. So it would save everyone a lot of grief if this person were, in fact, to stop, pull over, and give up, as you mentioned. In the meantime, of course, the CHP and the LAPD,
Okay, I'm gonna
if
stop
we
watching
can
this
presume they're
station.
further back,
Who's got the best
are
view
doing
otherwise
everything they
from
can to
these
bring
guys?
this to a safe ending
We'll switch
for
over
everyone,
here.
really. They want everyone to be able to
Not playing this
walk away
replay
from
shit.
the end of this, the suspect in
No,
custody,
no.
all the
No
officers and the
replay.
pursuing officers.
Okay, here we go.
They came to a stop. They turned around. They started driving westbound on the eastbound lanes of the freeway. They drove the wrong way on the freeway for several hundred yards before they turned around again and began driving eastbound the correct direction on the 60 again.
What's the point of the
So
replay?
just
Well, it's
so
because
much
they're doing it because
erratic
like people are
driving from
just
this
now
person
turning on their
across
station and they're like,
lanes
update. Here's
from
what
one side
happened
to the
last.
other,
You know, here's what happened 40
there's
minutes
not a lot
ago.
of traffic,
It's like
but they've
I
come
don't
real
care.
close to hitting some big rigs,
I'm trying to
hitting
make
some
sure
other
that when
vehicles
something
that have
interesting
pulled over.
happens, I'm looking
You
at
can
it and I
see
get a good
sometimes
clip.
they've got the light inside that vehicle on. Sometimes they've got the light inside the vehicle off. There's just so much the erratic nature of this pursuit.
Charles
While
said
the
that
speeds have not
the
been
driver's
high,
streaming, the
everything
announcer's
else, all right, they're
streaming, and
slowing up,
Snooze
Jim.
is streaming. That's good. They ran it like
The
3 times.
erratic
I
nature
know.
of
They
this
just run
pursuit,
it.
Can't be
Bloop,
denied.
bloop,
Just
bloop, bloop.
weird, strange decisions
And
being
yin yang,
made.
thank you. Everyone hit
seems
the
like
light.
the driver's not paying
It
a
might
lot of
help.
attention to their
It's
to
free.
their
It's
actual
easy.
driving
It
there.
doesn't
They've
hurt-
been having
doesn't
that
cost
light
you
on
anything.
and off inside the vehicle. The headlights
Now they're in
on and
Ontario.
off. You can see now they've drifted all the way to the right side of the freeway, to those exit lanes. We've seen them drive in both shoulders. We've seen them collide with the center divider. It's been some pretty erratic behavior here out of this white Kia on the 60 east.
That's what happens. They run out of stuff to say.
Luckily,
Yeah.
all right, looks like he might be getting off the freeway. All right. Looks like that's South Baker Avenue.
He's not going to get off, is he? He is.
Getting off the freeway.
No way.
So now he's got that front left, that front driver's side tire. He doesn't have any rubber on it. We saw the rubber come off just a little bit ago. His braking
We had
is going
60
to be
minutes.
bad.
Okay.
It's going to take him longer to brake. His turning, oh no, vehicle
Whoa.
coming up. Oh man.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay.
You think that he's...
So this is
this isn't...
going to get a lot more. He's now going southbound on Vineyard Avenue off the 60. So this is going to get real sketchy. There's a close-up you can see. So this is a front-wheel drive vehicle. So
Okay, new prediction is up.
There's no rubber on that front driver's side wheel. The rubber's gone. That's just
And yeah, this is
metal
going to get
on
harder
pavement.
now that he's on
So
these
he's
streets and
gonna
not
be
just
able to
driving
stop
straight.
quickly. He's not going to be able to turn well. He's not going to be able to accelerate well. So this lends even more trouble to what we're already seeing. He's already not done. This person's already not
Okay,
done
I actually
a great
like
job
the
at
KTLA view
controlling this vehicle.
better.
So this just adds
Maybe
another
this is
layer of
fine.
unpredictability to. He's now driving on the wrong side of the street.
Actually, I'm
He's got
going to
his headlights
switch.
on, but he's just wandering
I'm gonna
wherever
switch
he
right
wants
here
on
for
these
now.
streets.
Like this a
Driving
bit
on the wrong
better.
side, doesn't seem to care at all.
You don't care.
You know, he's on surface streets. He may continue to slow down, and they may attempt to try a pit maneuver at this point. It's going to be hard for him to gain speed once again if they spin him around and try and box him in. And now that we're on surface streets, let's see how much traffic we're dealing with. Again, the streets are fairly quiet. Helicopter's still overhead with the searchlight, keeping tabs on this. I know we have
Yeah, there's
been up
no cars.
for
Charles says he's looking
little
for a
over
gas
an
station,
hour
which
now.
might be true.
So this pursuit been going on for about an hour, and hard to say how much fuel the LAPD airship has, if they will bring in another one to relieve, or now that he's in Ontario, if you know, the sheriff's department will come in.
This game
So
just
we'll
keeps
see.
going, dude.
We'll see what happens here within the next. If he continues
2
this
outs in the
pursuit
bottom
for
of the 15th.
another 30 minutes
Otani
to an hour,
is
but
on
okay, so
base.
now here we are making a turn.
Oh. Is he getting back on the freeway?
Wrong way. He's
No?
driving on the wrong side of the road. A little small, narrow 2-lane road here in Ontario. And it looks like he's kind of in a somewhat industrial area. It's partly under construction here as they're doing
Still don't look
like
good.
some future road work that's happening. Okay, so here
This is going to
at,
be it? No.
Stop briefly,
No.
but doesn't seem like he's ready to give up just yet.
This guy has no ambition of actually getting away from the police, right? It's not what he's trying to do. So anticlimactic Henry, it tends to be that way. The one earlier today had ended with crazy climax. This one, and most of them really don't. But if he does start running, we're going to get a bingo. If he just stops and jumps out, takes off. What is it that he's doing when he stops here? Yo, you're gonna go drive into a dead end at some point here. You're asking for it now. Maybe he knows where he is. Maybe he's looking down there to make sure it's not a dead end. But this doesn't look good. Oh shit. Okay. Going to the 16th inning. Somehow this game has been going on. It was in the 12th inning when I started streaming over an hour ago. Searching maps. Maybe he is. And yeah, maybe he's just waiting for the game to end. He doesn't want to be in police custody. What did the prediction look like? Now most people are on no. Okay. Not very many points, though. You guys are really low on points here. Very conservative betting. This just seems like really like you're playing with fire driving through a neighborhood like this. You think Yes might win this one now? I mean, I feel he's going to hit a dead end.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe he's looking at a map.
There. Now he's really in a he's in a
Or maybe he's
residential area
going
at this
somewhere.
point, with parked cars on both sides, and as you said, they're kind of keeping some distance at this point. So there is a chance they obviously know more than we do as far as the suspect. I heard some chatter a little earlier that he was willing to harm himself. So that is something they're also probably taking.
That's
to know
not
that
great.
they don't want to put this force this person in a position where this could go even more south than it already has. But now circling around this residential area, which makes you wonder if he's familiar or if he's just kind of driving aimlessly through this area.
I feel like he
able
kind of knows
to
where
slow
he's
the
at.
car down.
Kinda.
And he is in a cul-de-sac now. So
Yep,
he's got
ran
himself
into a
in
dead end.
situation
Okay, so
where he likely might not get out of this.
yeah, dude, what are you doing?
All right, going towards
That was gonna
officers
happen,
here.
right? And now here they
Okay,
go.
All right, and is he going to make his way through?
No, they're gonna block him.
He is not. Okay. I'm
Uh-oh.
going to widen out here just for a moment in case there is some sort of gunfire that happens. But they have guns drawn.
Yeah, you're
He
stuck, man.
went
You
into
can't.
reverse there
Yeah.
just for a moment, but now he
Did I
sees the
not
other
call this
cruiser
one?
has him
I called
boxed
it.
in. So there is nowhere for him to go at this point. As a matter of fact, if he was to get out and run, he would have to scale that wall there, and I don't see that happening. So it's just a matter of him getting out on his own or them going in there and getting him.
Like, dude,
But
if
at this
I
point,
feel like you should,
he is
it
now
should
at
be
a stop
fairly
here,
like
in
common
Ontario
sense,
in a residential cul-de-sac.
right? Like if you
with,
start driving around in
engine
these types of
functioning
things, you just
tires.
keep driving deeper and deeper into a
So
neighborhood, you might hit a cul-de-sac.
I do
And
not see a canine at this point.
that's what
I know
happened. Like I've
right
seen
now
this
they're
happen
talking
so
about
many
getting
times.
all the officers.
Every
to
outcome of
one
every
side
chase I've seen
to
happen
watch
so
the
many
crossfire.
times.
So
What
you
earlier
see
today
he
we
still
actually saw
has
one I had not seen before,
control
I
of the
guess.
car. So if he rams towards them, which they are closing that gap, you see him getting closer. So it's really going to be difficult for him to gain enough speed to try and ram the cars. And, that would be considered assault with a deadly weapon on an officer, and that would give them probable cause to open fire into the windows. So,
Really?
luckily, we have not seen that at this point, and he could try.
Yo,
to
I've
throw in
seen
reverse
people
and
smash
slam
into
his
cars,
cruiser,
drive
but
like
for the
crazy, and
most
they
part,
don't shoot
are
at them.
Closing the gap here and really giving him nowhere to go.
Yeah, Clear
And
Joker
even if he hits the gas, he's
makes a
likely
great
to
point
hit,
here.
what's left of those rims.
Yeah, if he was
So, here
armed,
we are,
like
1,
if
2,
they
3, 4,
really
5,
thought
6,
for sure that he was armed, they wouldn't be in this
7,
position
8,
right now.
9, 10, well, a whole slew of law enforcement that is now
So I
converged
believe they
on this
don't think that he's
cul-de-sac.
armed. They
I
wouldn't
can
be where
actually
they're
see
at
some
right now
people
if they
coming out
thought that
from
he
their-
was
their
going to,
homes as
but
well. They're in the front yards watching all this go down as this guy still refusing to come out from the car, and
they're just blocking him in even more.
CHP officer
Okay.
getting back in there and feeling confident enough to move that cruiser even closer. So he really has no traction at this point, and it would be difficult for him.
No, I mean
all
just
he can do
he's how
is
long
just
is he
get
going
out
to stay
peacefully,
here?
and unharmed and surrender to authorities. So they could elect to go to
What's
a
he doing?
non-lethal
I want to look at other
situation.
stations,
You can see
actually.
him, that,
What?
that,
Oh,
CHP
there's much better
officer
view.
reaching into the
Much
trunk,
better view here.
possibly to get something that they can use to try and.
It is boxed in. There's literally no way that this car can physically leave this location. You see officers, guns drawn, lethal weapons pointed at this suspect in this vehicle. A suspect, someone who has been described by law enforcement as being a murder suspect. They're going to box it in even further.
That CHP officer getting back in his vehicle, boxing him in further. That's right, Mark.
And
he actually got into that SUV to completely box him in,
For some reason, their
jam him
website
in
is
there.
way behind their YouTube.
Otherwise, we're in trouble.
And
he
he's
is
walking
now walking away from the suspects. It appears to be a man. Could you get a better view, Mark? I could not tell for sure.
They just shot him with a non-lethal
From what we can tell, it appears to
round.
be a male. And he is now, the good news is he's
now
complying. He's proned out. It
He's
makes
still
them
on
nervous
his
when he
phone.
It
moves
looks
his
like there
hands
was a
towards his
non-lethal
pockets.
weapon fired in his direction. It looks like maybe he was struck with either a rubber bullet or something. I think he was
He's
struck
still
with a
on
rubber
his
bullet Mark,
phone.
just a few moments ago. And now you see him proned out on the sidewalk there.
All right. Well, it is good news that apparently this is coming to an end, and it's coming to an end in a peaceful way, given the nature of the charges. But it's not over yet. You see them advancing with that shield, that tactical shield. You see all these officers with their guns drawn. You see assault rifles.
Yeah, they shot him with a rubber bullet or a
carrying
beanbag.
assault
One
rifles,
of the
checking
two.
the car. They're taking him into custody now. It may have been very key, as you pointed out. He was on the phone. He was on the phone with someone, and we hope and presume that whoever it was he was on the phone with helped him make the decision to give up and not try to engage officers in what would have been a futile effort to try to get away or to fight. It would not have worked. It could have ended.
Okay,
in
well, that
his
was a
demise.
no, and
We have seen no sign of a weapon yet. Typically, when they go through a car, they'll clear it. And if they find a weapon, they bring it out and they put it on the hood. They make sure it's empty. They make sure it's safe. And now the suspect
is he wearing a Dodgers
in custody. Again, this
jersey?
was a murder suspect. And this was somebody that had been first contacted by LA police in the San Fernando Valley.
Somehow
And
this
the
ended
information we're
before
getting
the
from
baseball
that
game.
video we had at the very beginning of this pursuit.
When I walked in here, I was
that
like,
it
"Oh, I'm
was
gonna
in
miss the end of the
Panorama
baseball
City
game." But I've been
at
watching
the
it
parking lot
actually.
of the El Super store that was at Parthenia and Tobias in Panorama City. That was where officers.
Nigma, I think you
believe
might have been
first made
right.
Contact with that suspect. The video you saw earlier. And now this
He
appears
should be
to
like,
have
"Look, I'll
been,
give up as long as you let me keep
successfully
watching the
ended
game."
By the California Highway Patrol. They're the lead agency, at least in the pursuit.
At least
part of
someone
this.
in a
Investigating
Dodgers
agency,
jersey
the
got some
LAPD,
runs.
A murder suspect
Thanks
now.
at Snooze Fighting. Really
That's good.
appreciate you.
Taken into custody after a brief standoff.
That's good.
in a
Is it a
residential
Dodgers jersey?
neighborhood.
Yo, MJ.
It is Eyewitness News at 11 o'clock. We are
Thank
sorry
you.
for being a little bit
I
late in
appreciate you.
identifying
Thanks for
ourselves
being
at the
here.
top of the
Everybody,
hour.
thanks
It is
for being here.
11:02, and there is more breaking news to tell you about tonight.
There's more breaking
An
news?
emotional procession to remember a sheriff's deputy.
Oh,
shot and
this is
killed
from
in San
earlier today,
Bernardino
guys.
County. The alleged shooter taken
Earlier
to the hospital
today,
after a high-speed
if you guys did not see
motorcycle
it,
chase.
um,
Crowds paying their
a
respects tonight
police
in San
officer
Bernardino County for that sheriff's
got
deputy
shot and he
and
eventually
killed.
died
28-year-old
by a
Andrew
suspect,
Nunez lost his
and
life
then the guy
after
took off
responding to an
running
incident
on
in
a
Rancho Cucamonga. Several
motorcycle,
law enforcement
and
agencies
eventually
holding
the
a
guy
procession
was driving
tonight.
extremely fast on
We
the
have live
freeway,
coverage beginning with
and
the shooter in
someone,
Rancho Cucamonga.
an
Nunez is
off-duty
being
police
remembered
officer
tonight.
swerved
Please.
over and hit him. And it was a really bad crash. If you want to see it, there's a clip on my stream of this. There you can find the clip. Or you can go on my YouTube channel. I posted the clip. And yeah, so that's an unfortunate situation.
Father and husband gunned down in cold blood. The grief and sadness written on their faces as the procession carrying
So that's
San
really
Bernardino
sad.
County Sheriff's Deputy Andrew
Yeah, I don't know.
Nunez
I got
passes
another
by.
video up going up on this tomorrow. But
Because he gave his life for people.
the guy that hit him was a cop, Tusk. It was a cop. And what's up, CM?
This shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, it was a cop.
Devastated
It was an
deputies
off-duty
overcome with
narcotics
emotion. Law
officer.
enforcement from across Southern
Consider
California
showing them the
turning out a
video.
massive show of support,
Okay, hold on.
escorting the 28-year-old's body from the hospital to the coroner's office.
When we talk
Okay,
about
hold on.
this young man,
Let me get this.
Oh man, it's swerving around.
Okay, yeah. We got to do this. Okay, here we go.
Oh man, it's swerving around. It's slowing down a lot now.
Questionable choice? I don't know. No way. Now he's playing. Dude. What are you doing? You got it. Great work. Great work. All right. That's all I got for you tonight. Yeah, EK, you were right about it. You were right. And Thomas Young posted the clip of the same thing. Excellent work. All right. Thanks, guys. Programmer Jeff, what's up? And yeah, Sim Mafia Rise Up. Is there someone I should raid? Should I raid somebody right now? Is there something somewhere I should go? Not this stream, but somewhere maybe. I don't know. I'll raid over to Josh Belmar. Okay. We'll go over here. You can grab this raid message, and then when we go over there, you can spam it in Josh's chat. All right. Good night, everybody.